name is Boatin, and I'm very excited to have you here. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. I have lots of info to share with you, lots of deep spiritual insights, and this is the purpose of this YouTube channel. Today, the topic is how to grow spiritually, and without much ado, we'll go straight into the point. I'm going to give you 5 steps to help you grow spiritually. And if you be faithful to these 5 steps I'm going to share with you, it will really change your life. It's going to help you so much. So let's jump straight to the first one. You have to stop sinning. If you really want to be spiritual, if you really want to grow, the human being is not just the thing we see. We are composed of something else that is spiritual. Your soul. And that is the real you. Because when you die right now and they come around to see your dead body, nobody will say that is you. They'll say that is your dead body. So why are you? So that should let you know that there's something else which we don't see with the physical eyes, but that is you, which is your soul. So for every human being to be very strong and powerful, you really need to grow spiritually. And that is why I'm making this video. 2, you have to be prayerful. I know somebody say, I don't know how to pray. Let me tell you something. I'm actually going to make a video on prayer. Okay, just prayer. Your lifestyle is even a prayer. The way you talk, the way you think, the way you do everything, it is prayer. So I'm just trying to let you know that you're already praying, but you don't know, because the life you're living is prayer. So point 2 is you must be prayerful. This is not about just living your life, which I mean is also prayer. Of course, it is. I will explain that in a different video. But the point I'm trying to make here is you have to really dedicate time to pray. That is how you keep the fire burning. That is how you keep energizing yourself. It's like you're exercising. Like physically, we go to the gym, we try to do some push-ups, we try to run, walk and stuff, just to warm up, to energize the body, to make the body look healthy and strong. Spiritually, you need to pray. And as you keep on praying, it energizes you. It gives you the power to overcome a whole lot of evil around us. Because the world as we see is not like the way we see it. It is really a very different thing altogether. But because we don't have the wisdom and the understanding of how this world is, we don't really know much about it. I will share a lot with you. So if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because there are a lot of things I'm going to share with you. Very deep insight. If you really love to know more about spiritual stuff, just subscribe and you'll get to learn a lot. 3, good church. I'm not here to criticize any church. I'm not here to judge, because I have not been ordained to judge. It is only God who can judge. And that is why it's not good to judge your friend, your brother, your sister, or someone, or even a pastor you see on TV. If you don't believe in that pastor, don't judge him. Just look for another pastor. It's very important to look for a good church, because every church has a spiritual leader. And that spiritual leader is ordained or anointed to lead the rest of you. So if you don't find a church that has a spiritual leader who is really, truly anointed, powerfully, to lead you, it's like a blind man leading the blind. What will happen? You know what is next. Yes. Let's go to point 4. Be humble and obedient. Sometimes when I say humble, I always want to refer to the fact that if you don't have power, you are really humble. But when you have power, that is where we will see whether you are humble or not. So I would like to advise, if you really want to be spiritual, be very humble, very obedient, and not just being humble to anything, everybody, but be humble to the word of God. Be obedient to God. If God says sleep here, you sleep there. If God says go there, you go there. If God says don't go there, you don't go there. You know what? Abraham in the Bible was very old, and God gifted him a son. He had a son with a wife, Sarah, and the son was Isaac. And God at some point told him, Abraham, go and sacrifice your child for me. The only son that God has given to this man, God is telling him, go and sacrifice his son. Imagine. I don't know how I would have, acted. But I'm sure it would have been very difficult if I was in that situation. I'm like, God, I don't get you. You just gave me this son, and you told me there's a promised son. So if I kill this son, what else? Abraham didn't ask all these questions. He went straight to the point. By faith, he just went straight to the point. And he took the son. And when they got there, the son was like, Father, but where's the animal we're going to use for sacrifice? And he told his son, let's go. God will show us what to do. But he already knew in his head that he was going to kill the son. This is the kind of humbleness and obedience I'm talking about. It's not easy. It's not as simple as I'm saying. Because we're all battling with it. And I'm advising you. As I am advising you, I'm advising myself as well. That we really need to start thinking deep. To know that it's not just the shallow Christianity that we want to live. But we want to go deep and deep into everything that we do. Deep to grow spiritually and powerfully. You really need to go deep. Think deep. Don't think shallow. Don't look at the material world and material things. Don't let material things control you. You cannot be humble and obedient to God. Let's go to the next point. Point 5 says, study the word of God. Yes, study the word of God. Study, study, study. Now, you are humble and obedient, but you really need to continue learning to know the Creator. If you want to work with someone, live with someone, you really need to study the person and know what the person likes and dislikes. So if you really want to grow spiritually, what does it mean? It means you want to grow and get closer to God. Then we need to know that the world and the things in this world and the science and the school and the education we have acquired is not helping us to go closer to God. It's helping us to live a better life, yes, to have all the fancy things, technology, advancement. I mean, with the help of technology, you can watch my video wherever you are. You can find this video over 2 years, 3 years, even 10 years after, because it is hosted on the net, on YouTube. So somebody can pick the Bible and read something, and it's like, I'm trying to study the word of God, and he says this and that, so I'm just going to do this and that and that. No, you really need to pray and go deep. The Spirit of God will explain to you what it means. So I would like to end here. Please share this video for the rest to watch. And I'm going to be doing a lot of videos, deep videos about all these topics that I'm touching on. God bless you so much. And see you in another video. Goodbye.